Hello and welcome to my 4th office tour in 6 years. So I moved somewhere between 8 months ago, maybe 9, and into this 2-bedroom condo right on the waterfront in Toronto. There is actually a full apartment tour video coming soon. If you guys want to watch it, it will be linked in the cards and in the description. But for now, welcome to my office. Okay, so this portion of the video is sponsored by Cozey. They sent me this beautiful outdoor set. I know it's a little bit loud, it's a windy day. We're right on the lake, the gardener's behind me, but just bear with me for a second. I've had a few different outdoor furniture sets, and this one is, no joke, by far my favorite for a few different reasons. One, it was super easy to get delivered because everything is modular. So everything comes in these little broken down pieces, and then you put everything together with hand screws. So there are absolutely no tools needed. Honestly, it does come with instructions, but you really don't need them. It's super easy to put together. This particular unit is really the perfect size. Like, it fits perfectly in this little corner here for this deck, with still leaving tons of space to move around if I want to come like do yoga out here or anything. The other thing that I'm always worried about with outdoor furniture is that it's not going to be durable. And these are water resistant cushions. The inside cushion is actually waterproof. All of these outdoor cushions are water resistant as well. And even the aluminum frame is UV resistant. So this is gonna keep looking, oh my God, my hair. It's gonna keep looking great for the entire duration that it's out here on my patio, even with the wind and with the sun and with everything. This particular set is called the Mistral set, and I love that it has this little table in between, so I don't have to do a traditional coffee table. We did an ottoman instead, so I still get that kind of L-shaped couch feel, and I can still tan, which is very important. I am in a city, but I love nature. Being by the water helps, but I did bring in some outdoor plants, and getting this kind of like green foliage vibe going out here is very earthy and very outdoorsy. And probably my favorite part is that this entire set is modular. I've had to go and move several times over the last few years, and every time I have to get rid of furniture and get something new that's gonna fit the space. And this set I can add on to when I get to the next place I'm going to live. So if I wanna make it any bigger, I can order more pieces for the couch, I can order more ottomans, I can order a coffee table and add on and make it even bigger if I want to, make each of these into their own chair if I wanted to, and it's all going to be able to stay with me. And that makes it worth the investment for me, that I don't have to keep like rebuying different pieces of furniture. I can just keep this, it's durable enough, I can keep adding on to it, and it also looks great. Bless you. Come on in. So if you saw my last office in my last house, it looks very similar. We've got a lot more light in here, but we still kept it nice and white and bright, and we still went with the same kind of color scheme. This is my same desk. It's from Fully. Fully actually, I don't think makes this exact desk anymore, but there's one standing desk they do offer. This is the Jarvis one, and I will link it in the description if you guys are interested. It is a standing desk. There are some standing desks that come with the full control panel, and you can preset heights, but this is fine for me. So you just touch it to go down and then touch it to go up. I have my very cozy, comfy office chair that my cat Bear loves to sleep in and get hair all over. And this is just from Structube. So I guess first things first, we can go through my desk. So this is my easy overhead rig, my little kind of janky overhead rig. I have a video on how I built that. That'll be linked in the cards as well. Both of these lights are from Nanlite. They are amazing. They're super lightweight. And if you want to see exactly how this is hooked up, just go and watch that video. I've got my A7C here that I use for sometimes filming little sections of YouTube videos, and usually it's hooked up to my cam link, and I'm using it for all of my meetings. I also have a little foam mount over here to shoot some stories and things like that. This heated mug was a gift from Sony. Thank you, Sony. How cute is that? It's perfect. I was so excited that this was a Christmas gift they sent out because I saw that Becky and Chris got one and I hadn't gotten mine yet, and I was really jealous. And then this is my salt lamp. this salt lamp has been with me since it was my first apartment, since my second apartment when I was like 19 when I moved in there. This has been around and now it's on my desk just as a memory. I don't really know if it works, if it does the thing with the positive and negative, do you know this? Ions or whatever, but I like the light it gives off, so whatever. This is my whole Mac Studio display setup. I've had this for a few years now. I have my Sony WH-1000XM3 headphones, and this is my Orbit Key little desk organizer kind of setup. You can actually plug this in and you can use it to charge your phone if you'd like. I haven't done that in quite a while, but I just keep the hard drives I'm using daily. I have a little knife for opening packages, some hair elastics, some carabiners, guitar picks, and then Dior lip glow oil because I'm still a girl. I'm just a girl. What I love about this desk is also the grommets on either corner with USB, USB-C, and then just a regular plug. We've got extra plugs up here, 2 more USB ports there, so it's great if I need to charge anything or plug anything in. And then if you come on in here, you might remember this sign. This is from my last office and it's from our old studio. If you guys remember that or haven't seen it, I'll have a link to that office tour as well. But this has been around for quite a while and I haven't broken it yet, and I love this sign. It says, remember why you started. It's just a great reminder every day to come into the office and create the good vibes. So we were looking for some affordable storage. This is supposed to be a second bedroom, obviously not an office. So I have a lot of gear. So I got this massive drawer unit just from IKEA. If you remember my wall kind of cabinet unit in my last office, I wanted something black that was kind of reminiscent of it. So we've organized this pretty well, I think. Top drawer is cables. Next drawer, we've got some drone accessories. We have my monitor, streaming stuff, little 360 cam. We have Allen keys. Bottom drawer, we've mostly just got filters, and then I have some important travel stuff in there. We've got office supplies. We have some books and then HDMI cables, and these are just like notebooks and things. This is battery drawer. It's actually pretty empty. I could put some more stuff in here, but when we have charged batteries, they go in there. When they are charging, if you look back here, this is where we've hidden a very janky charging setup. I did have a much cooler charging drawer in my last office, which I'll link to a whole video of how I built that if you want to see, but this works for me because you don't see it. And I didn't want to see everything charging all the time. I want it to be clean and a sleek, simple, calming work environment. This corner is kind of cool. So I have this little mushroom lamp. I think mushroom lamps are cute. You can't really see that it's on right now, but in the evening, I like turning that on, or when we're shooting a video in lower lighting, I like turning that on. Both of these blinds are blackout curtains, so that makes it really helpful for shooting during the day, or even any additional light from the city can just be totally blacked out. And this is obviously my YouTube plaque for passing 100,000 subscribers. So I like having that on display. My Buffer Festival Award in 2019. I like having that on display. Reminds me that I know how to do things. And then this is kind of neat. It's actually started to melt a little bit on the bottom, and I'm not really sure why. Probably just because it's old. But now there's, remnants of melted plastic on the desk. This was my dad's old Super 8 camera, and I believe it actually still works. I just need to get a new battery for it, and the batteries are kind of hard to come by, but super cool that my mom found this, and now it's just like a little piece of my dad on display. Sorry, I didn't do these drawers. Over here, we have my iPad and just like some random things. These are smart plugs that I'm not currently using. These are my teeth, because I think they're so funny. And Chris and I used to have this ongoing joke where we would hide these in each other's offices, and we just like wouldn't say anything. So we would go in, put it in their office, and then once they found it, they wouldn't say anything. They would just come back and put it in your office, and then one day you would find it somewhere funny. I just think it's funny that it's a mold of my teeth, and I refuse to get rid of it, even though it's really kind of creepy. Next drawer is so messy. See, I can't even open it. This is the audio drawer. It's a work in progress, don't come for me. We're working on it. And then last but not least, the hard drive drawer where hard drives go to die. Don't worry, there's more gear coming. You're probably wondering where the big stuff goes, and I'm about to show you. We always have this Aperture 300D2 out. We have more lighting in that closet and some more lighting actually in my storage locker downstairs, but this one we always have out just for daily shooting. And then this is a whole photo gallery wall. This is the same wall we had in my last office as well. And these are just some of my favorite photos, and I think they look really great as prints. Just reminds me of my travels. Like the white and black and gray kind of goes with the whole theme of the room. This little pop-up table we actually got for if we want to shoot in the middle of the room and we don't want to have to drag this whole desk out. So it actually folds down really thin into just about like that deep. When my boyfriend comes to visit, he works at this and uses this little stool. For every day, it just sits here, and this is where I put all of the new pieces of gear I either need to unbox or any PR, or this is just where everything sits in the meantime until I've figured out what to do with it. So we've got a new Sennheiser microphone and little mobile shooting kit that I need to play with, and then a whole bunch of stuff from Small Rig that we're gonna shoot an unboxing for really soon, so stay tuned for that. If this isn't here, if this desk isn't here, I have a keyboard, which is what this stool belongs to, and that would go here, but right now it's just kind of shoved in that closet. Want to see some more gear? Figuring out how to store your gear in a condo or an apartment is really tough because what is naturally built into these closets is obviously made for clothes. So what we did was we actually took out the rail and shelf that was in here for clothing, and that was pretty easy to just unscrew, and I'm keeping it in my storage locker downstairs to put back in when I leave. But these shelves are actually just held up with pressure rods, and this is from IKEA. I got it secondhand off Marketplace, so I have extra pieces downstairs. I'll have the link to it in the description below, but this is great because you can customize the height of each shelf and decide, like, do you want this one thin? Do you want this one a bit bigger? And so yeah, so much stuff is crammed in here to stay organized. These two I kind of left open for like lenses and cameras and stuff I need to grab daily. Everything else, if you can get a bunch of like wire baskets or like little bins like this or clear bins so you can see inside of them, or if you actually come down here, I have some of these white bins as well. They're quite sleek and you can label them with the label maker. Anything to help keep you organized, because it's rough out here. But we can usually find everything pretty quickly when we're looking for it. There is a system, despite how much of a disaster this seems like. And then on this side, I don't know how long I'm staying in this apartment, so we'll see what happens over here. The original idea was to have like some of those command, like, I don't know, those like pole clip-in things for like brooms, and anyways, we were going to get those. We'll show a picture of it here, and we were going to use it for stands. I still have them. Have we done it? No, but that's besides the point. Here's the keyboard. Here's a bunch of camera bags. We've got nan lights. We have some stands back there. We've got a tripod, a brevity bag that desperately needs to be washed before my trip to Peru this weekend. And that is the gist. Thank you so much, Cozey, for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little office and outdoor patio tour. Everything that I mentioned will be linked in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and if you want to see that apartment tour, that'll also be linked, because I'm going to show you the rest of the place. Okay, bye.